For more than 35 years, Tornado Terry's has been a North Texas arcade institution. Generations of players have walked through these doors, celebrated birthdays, chased high scores, and made memories that have lasted a lifetime. But after an incredible run, Tornado Terry's will be closing its doors on August 9th. Before that happens, we're taking one final tour of this legendary arcade. We'll explore the games, the history, and what made Tornado Terry's such a special place for so many people over the years. And later in the video, we'll sit down with owner Shannon Bell to hear the story behind Tornado Terry's and what this arcade has meant to the community for more than 3 decades. Well, today we're on the road and we're heading to Tornado Terry's Arcade. This arcade has been around since 1989. It literally was still there when arcades were flourishing during the early 90s and the fighting days. The Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. Arcades were still flourishing. And in 1991, they moved into this building. Now they've had some road construction that has been problematic for people getting to their location, and they're going to be closing soon. And I want to make sure we preserve Tornado Terry's as it was, so people can see this video online for years to come. I know so many people celebrated their birthdays here, and now their kids have celebrated their birthdays here. So it's important for me to let people see what a great arcade this was. And this is an arcade that did not go down with all the rest of the arcades when they went down in those early 2000s. This is an arcade that's really stood the test of time. And unfortunately, now because of the road construction, they're going to be closing here on August 9th. So let's go check out this arcade and see what made it so great and made it just a North Texas icon. All right, I'm out here in front of Tornado Terry's, and as you can see, there's really only one way to get in here. You have to be coming from Park Vista. So the main street you would rather be coming from is actually over here, and that is 377. So it makes it a little tough to come here because it's all just one way. So we're here at Tornado Terry's Family Amusement Center. This is before they opened today. And like I said, this place has been around for 30-something years, which is amazing. I love the marquee posters out here. Ninja Turtles, that's original. The original movie, that is so cool. And as you go up to the front here, you have some rules of play. And it's $15, all you can play. And we're excited to go in and check out the coolest place on earth. As you can see, August 9th is the last day. We're here in the middle of June, so looking forward to checking it all out. Turbo's joining us today.
How's everybody doing?
Oh, are you excited?
Oh yeah.
It's
I've been
awesome.
wanting to check this place out for a while. So.
That's cool. It should be a whole lot of fun. I can't wait to go in and check it all out.
Definitely.
All right, so Turbo and I and Cynthia behind the camera, she's being our camera person today. We're here at Tornado Terry's. What do you think?
Pretty cool place.
It is.
I've been wanting to come here for quite a while, so.
It's actually the coolest place on earth.
Yes.
So is exactly what their tagline is. So we're just gonna tour around, check it out, see some of the things that make it unique and make it legendary here in the North Texas. You ready?
Plan. Let's go check it out.
All right, let's go check it out. First of all, I love the seating area. And I believe if you order food or drinks or anything, you just keep it in this area here, which keeps the arcade carpet nice and keeps things from getting spilled and dirtied up.
Yeah, definitely.
So a wristband is required beyond this point. The games on this side are free. They do have some redemption and some pinball as well, which I can't wait to see. And this is one of the legendary games here. This is Dragon's Lair. This is a custom job that Terry did himself. And I've actually seen this not only here, but out at Texas Pinball Festival. He's had that out here before.
Okay. This is the first time I've seen it, but yeah, this is really neat how big it is. And, you know, I didn't know this was a thing. But
yeah, this is the biggest Dragon's Lair that I think is anywhere, to be honest. I'm going to try to...
You think it's still playing Laserdisc?
You know, I read something on it that he put a Laserdisc player in it, that it has like a more upgraded one than the original Dragon's Lair had. So okay. I'm going to try it out really quick. I just want to see. It's kind of cool that you sit on it like a motorcycle, which is kind of fun. Let's see if my Dragon's Lair skills hold up. But seeing it on the big screen is amazing. Oh man, I don't know if I can get through the... All right, I got in the castle. It feels like it is running original. All original. Not so bad at first here.
So would you have to use a special adapter to go from a CRT to...
I died. I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know on that one. I'm not doing so good, guys. Oh, I don't think that was the right move. And that's my game. That's about as good at Dragon's Lair as I can be. So we'll have to play it some more. That's just absolutely amazing. They have some of the newer Raw Thrills games, and these are great in a family entertainment center. At the Jurassic Park and Halo. Yeah, I would love a Star Wars racer. This is so cool, and I love the original, like an Anakin pod racer style. They made multiple different versions of this, but this one's great. I absolutely love it. One of my favorite old games. Really cool. Oh, definitely gonna play that one. So this is Star Wars Trilogy. This is a classic, one of the best Star Wars games made. Couple of super bikes here. Great to race against each other. Maybe me and Cynthia can race a little bit later. Two Batmans, two Fast and the Furious, so they got their racers set up. And two Cruisin' Blasts. And two Snow Crosses as well. So just some really fun racers. I think such a good racing collection. You haven't seen the Ninja Turtles? It's a good game. Some more modern Ninja Turtles. This came out in 2017. It's the Nickelodeon version, but as you can see, it's still really fun. Really nice Rush 2049 and a Dance Dance Revolution. Every arcade needs a dancing game, and the quality of the games in here has been kept up with so well. And they know what people want to play. They have racing games, and they have gun games, and they got some bangers here. Three-player Revolution X. You don't see the three-banger very often, so it's really cool. You can, well, three of us can play. We have to set up the tripod.
Yeah, normally when you see this game out in the wild, it's the two-player. This is probably the only three-player one I've seen out there for public.
Yeah, it is very rare to see the three-player. Carnival.
Did they make a three-player for T2?
For which one?
T2.
No. Just for,
would be epic.
Yeah, just Rev X. But again, look at the quality. Look how nice these games are. It's been kept up with so well. Carnival, Got the dual Area 51 and Maximum Force. And Area 51 Site 4. This is the sequel to Area 51. This is one I've looked for a long time, and I just never can find one that's in this excellent a shape. Target Terror Gold with just some of the monitors here are absolutely beautiful. And Seawolf. So let's turn to the middle here. Some more great racers. A set of Hydro Thunders. And a Cruisin' Exotica. This is one of my favorite Cruisins. Heading to this side, we got a pair of Cruisin' Worlds, so you can race against each other, and an Off-Road Challenge. Not to be done by Off-Road Challenge, they also have an Off-Road Thunder.
Very nice original Rampage.
Yeah, this is a Rampage World Tour. This was a kit game, and honestly, I don't know what it got put into because it looks amazing. This is possibly was an NBA Jam that got kitted to Rampage World Tour, and just such a gorgeous job of a conversion. It's really hard to even tell it was anything else before.
This would have been what, something like Sunset Rider or Simpson?
No, it had to have been NBA Jam because of those cutouts. And a Konami cab has different grill speaks.
Yeah, I
here.
was looking for the grills. I did not see that.
Yeah.
So NBA Jam, probably.
Probably NBA Jam is what that might have been. Faster Than Speed, a Sammy Racer. It's kind of like Fast and the Furious.
Right, 3-player Battletoads.
This one's pretty rare, and this is also in what appears to be a NBA Jam cabinet. This was a conversion as well. So, and it's been very well done. Converted from basically an NBA Jam cab to Battletoads, which is a pretty rare 3-player game. And so you can see with the amount of space that they have in here, they really nailed some of the major categories. Get as many games that multiple people can play at the same time, gun games and racing games, and they have a lot of dual racers. I mean, more than we have, to be honest. A fantastic job. Here's another perfect example of a space saver like Area 51 and Maximum Force. They got Blitz 2000 and NBA Showtime. And we got a Nicktoons Racing. Not one you actually see a lot, but I love the fact they got a racing game just for kids. That's super cool.
For us, it'd be Safari.
Jambo Safari. And an original Simpsons. That's what I was talking about. You can see the grills, the Konami grills there. But yeah, original Simpson. This one's in such fine shape to be like a non-restored like Survivor. One of the things that's really unique about Tornado Terry's is they actually still have pool tables. And not a lot of places have pool tables, and they've dedicated a space, and a really good space, so you're not bumping into each other, you're not up against arcade machines. So just a really smart design, and it just shows just how classic and locked in time this is, to a better time, basically.
Yeah. But when did Tornado Terry's originally open?
1989, and I believe in this building in 1991.
Okay. So yeah, a lot of.
And if I get that wrong, yell at me in the comments. I'm going off of memory here. So here we got another Modern Raw Thrills. It's actually a classic at this point because this game came out all the way back in 2009. And this is Terminator Salvation. It's the big, awesome gun, reload, shoot, grenade launcher. It's everything you want in a gun game. Good fighters here. So we're looking at, and I believe this might be, you can swap between the two, the Street Fighter Alpha 2, Street Fighter Turbo Championship Edition. I have a Tubin with a working marquee. This is actually something you don't see often, is the marquee actually working, and I don't even know if it's going to come out that well. All right, so we turned the light on, so we wanted you to be able to see that Tubin motor there, that ripple effect. It's so cool, and actually kind of tough to keep going, so I really like that. Tekken 5, another classic fighter here, along with a couple of Neo Geos, and I actually remember I was looking to build out our Mortal Kombat, and he's got a multi-kit in here, and you can play just about every Neo Geo game you could possibly want. So, pretty neat.
Very cool. And pretty affordable too for that cart, if I recall.
Oh yeah, that cart's not bad at all. And then we got some originals in here, the Panic Bomber, Breakers, Bust a Move, which is this here. It has to be in every Neo Geo. And then Cyberlip, which is actually a pretty rare Neo Geo game. Another space-saving genius idea here, having Donkey Kong 3, Donkey Kong Jr., and the original Donkey Kong all in the same cab. Looking at an original Q*bert, Junior Pac-Man, and we're getting into a really nice row of Bally Midway's best here. Galaxian.
Super Pac cab.
Yeah, that is. Well, Junior Pac, a lot of times it would either be in maybe like a Mappy cab, or it would be put into another cab. It's kind of a kit.
Right.
Galaxian. New exciting Pac-Man Plus. So this looks like it's an original Pac-Man cabinet. And then you see this, you think it's yellow T-molding, but it originally was orange way back in the day. Miss Pac Galaga, this is the class of 81 20-year reunion. Miss Pac-Man and an original Pac-Man here. And really nice to see in that. And this one looks like it's running a multi-board as well. So yeah, again, you're getting 10 pages of different games here that you can play. Classic. Over here, and if this is working, I'm actually really surprised because turbos are notoriously hard to actually keep up, and it's a pretty fun game. It's a very hard game, and I've actually played this not only the stand-up version here, but the cockpit version, which is really fun. And I mean, it is pretty relentless little racing game.
A cabaret in our
we actually have this cabinet, and this is your namesake, so we kind of have to get this up at some point.
Definitely. But I think we have a cabaret floating around somewhere, don't we?
No, we have the upright.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see if I can do
I've
it.
seen the cabaret come up for sale a couple times, so I was thinking we might have had one.
You need to get it. It has your name on it, Turbo.
Yeah.
That's how good I am at it. We got a Super Mario Brothers, beautiful monitor on this one here. And this was a multicade, and a great one. It has Let's Go Bowling, Centipede, Missile Command, and Millipede in it, and you can kind of just choose which one you like. And then again, Terry did an excellent job at Space Savers. He wanted to give you the maximum amount of gameage for your money you're putting in. Hey, you like Clax, Turbo?
Oh, yeah.
He's got a board here. I don't know how to switch to it. I would imagine, is it this one? Yeah. Oh, you read better than me. Press both white buttons to change the game. Duke have this game,
Yeah.
and you sold it to us just recently. So yeah, that's how you switch between the two. Excellent. I need to do more two-button switching is great. Dig Dug. You also have Altered Beast. Another multicade here, which is awesome.
This looks like it may be running the Multi-Williams J-Rock.
Yeah, it's actually got the it's the horizontal, and it has multiple Williams games in it. Space Invaders Silver Anniversary Edition. This one has Kicks and Space Invaders. I say Kicks. What do you say, Turbo?
Quicks.
He says Quicks. Tell us in the comments, which is it? Is it Kicks or Quicks? So. Now here, I love that they have their own custom marquees here. This is a game we were just recently looking for in Japan. I believe this is Raystorm. It's in Japanese, so hopefully one day we could find this game. I think it's just got such a great look that you're cutting. It's not just the general, oh, we're just shooting up. It has the really cool 3D graphics. So we're gonna have to get a lead on one of these because I think it's such a cool game. It looks amazing.
Primal Rage.
Primal Rage, a pretty rare fighter. I love this game. I think it's super cool. This one's in a Dynamo cabinet. Skins game, a golf game that I don't see pop up very often. All right, we got Justice League, Heroes United. I don't know much about this game, but I do like it. It looks cool. It's just one that's never come up for us.
I like that we got both of them represented here.
You know, I saw this here, and that's what gave me the idea to put 3 and 4 in the same cabinet. And I set up the same thing because I was inspired by this one machine right here. And it's a great, again, another genius space saver to put the same 2 boards in the same cabinet so you can just switch between the games. And one of my favorites, Mortal Kombat 2 and Killer Instinct. So what a fighting game, Ro, to have. There's 4 different fighting games right here, 2 different Street Fighters over there, a Tekken over there, so Primal Rage over there, so you kind of get your fighting game fix. And then Smash TV, a classic dual stick shooter by Eugene Jarvis.
That reminds me of Robotron, but it's got a lot more going on, I think.
He made Robotron as well, so it was definitely his idea. That was fantastic. And such a cool control scheme to be able to move with the left hand and shoot with the right. And then a really rare game here, this is Trog. And Trog uses a claymation style that's just really neat looking.
Look how pretty that monitor is.
That's a beautiful monitor too. A lot of pretty monitors in here. And so this is the free zone. This is where if you got a wristband, you can play these games as long as you want. You can stay all day and have a blast there. Let's go check out the redemption area where tokens are required. All right, so we've got some great redemption games over here. Big hall. I used to work at Chuck E. Cheese way back in the day, and I loved our redemption games that we had, and they're always enjoyed how ingenious the creators of some of these games would be, and just something they would come up with. And to load all these tokens in and then be able to shoot a token and just hit that lever to dump it, really ingenious. I love that. This one's Dino Rally. It's kind of like a pinball machine style looking game, which I think is pretty cool. Smokin' Token, another fun one where you launch the token, it's like a ski jump, and you try to land it right in the spinning wheel there. Crane Machine, the awesome Galago Salt, Jackpot, dual Smokin' Tokens. This makes me want to actually shoot some tokens through just to see what kind of prizes we can come up with. A Sonic and Tails spinning jackpot, where you're trying to get them Tails to point right on the target there. Cow tipping, which I have never seen, but looks amazing, and the fact that it has a CRT screen in it swarms the heart. Batman Whack-A-Mole, you can hit all of Batman's villains, Catwoman, Harley Quinn, the Joker, Riddler. I bet you got Two-Face and Mr. Freeze in there as well. Slam a Winner. Now you like these kind of games, Cynthia. This is one of your favorites where you can drop the ball and see where it lands. It's pretty cool. And then Lane Masters. This is one of my faves here. I love the fact that you can condense a bowling alley into such a small space. We'll have to definitely play this later. Looks like you got a prize here, which is awesome. And then Double Cheese Wheel. We had this game at Chuck E. Cheese as well. And I know they obviously picked it because it was a rat-based game.
That one, I definitely remember that from Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh my gosh, I do too. This one was so tough to, hit the button and stop it right on the jackpot. This is the kind of game Cynthia would be good at. You're always good at the ones where you stop it right on the spot. Another cool looking game here. This is Strike It Rich. Looks like an oil derrick. It's pretty cool. They have a plush bus full of balls. And then a really classic pinball area. And I know our local pinball folks are gonna really hate seeing this go away because we just want to talk about some great pinball games. The choices here are excellent. The 1989 Data East Batman. Now, I'm not sure if the game came out in 1989, but I am positive the movie did. Circus Voltaire. They're about to remake this one. And one of the most fun games most fun you can have playing a pinball machine. Scared Stiff, this is one of my Grail dream games. I love Elvira, and this is the one that I want. I want a Scared Stiff, so beautiful game. Glad to see it up and operational here. They do have a modern stern. This is Star Wars. Another fantastic game. Bride of Pinball. On this side, Whirlwind. Adams Family. So at some point, this was considered the best pinball machine.
Yeah, this is definitely on a lot of people's holy grail list.
Oh, most definitely. Now here's one Turbo can appreciate. Turbo is really into cars. The Getaway, this is High Speed 2.
Yeah, I actually found the first Getaway. I found it laying in a field and paid like $100 for it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's
It
amazing.
was in really rough shape, but it got fully restored and it was on the floor at Realms of Arcadia before it closed.
Gotcha. And then Funhouse. Now Funhouse is a game that looks kind of creepy because of Rudy here with his little creepy eyes. But an awesome, carnival-esque Funhouse themed game. So pretty cool. We'll have to play some pins before we go. Dual plungers, my friend.
I didn't notice that.
And finally, our last little area here before we're into the redemption is skee ball, and just beautifully kept ice ball skee ball lanes. They have 4 of them here. I remember at one point coming in here and they had games for sale right here, which was really neat. And everybody loves basketball. They got a shoot to win 2-rim basketball here. I'll have to get me some tokens to see how we can see if we can play that.
You know, I like how this is kind of enclosed because when we were talking about putting one of these in the theater, we were just looking at all the possibilities of where the ball shouldn't be.
Oh yeah, the ball bouncing everywhere.
Yeah, so-
Same with the skee ball. Our skee ball lane, they're digging a hole through the wall with the skee balls.
So this little enclosure makes it great. It kind of keeps it over here away from the pinball glass and
Yes,
all the,
absolutely. So here's a sample of some of the prizes. You can get some candy. And this is actually a really well-kept prize area. And if you save up your tickets, obviously got some bigger prizes back here. Love the picture. It looks like we got the Mortal Kombat characters up there, which is amazing. And then just the classic Datra. Everything's just locked in time, classic. Get your roller hot dogs, sodas, candy. Pretty awesome. If you're throwing a party, they have this beautifully kept party room. And you can see just some great murals on the wall here. Well, Turbo, what'd you think?
finally got to make it out here. And I'm glad I did too, because this really is a time capsule that's going to be dearly missed when it's gone. It's what I remembered when you would go to arcade in the late 90s. You know, this is pretty much it. It's just survived all these years, which I'm happy to see and sad to see it go.
I'd say, yeah, it's beautifully put. This is a place that, like I said before, a ton of people have had their birthday parties and they've celebrated, and people played pinball here, and they've had tournaments, and you can just tell there was a lot of love by the Bell family to keep this thing going. It was really nice to get to come out and do a tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have a chance, if you see this before and you're in this North Texas area, or even if you're further away, come in and try to experience Tornado Terry's. There's not going to be a way to get a vintage arcade feel like this. It's just disappearing in the world, so I highly suggest you come out. Experience this place for, as many times as you can before August 9th. Tornado Terry's, amazing place.
Thank you.
Great tour. I can't wait for people to see this online. For people that didn't have a chance to meet Terry, can you tell me who Terry Bell was?
This is the
Oh, see, it's okay.
Terry was my husband for 32 years until he passed away. Terry got into the arcade industry very young. He bought a place in Ridgeland Hills that was known as Video Point. So
Okay.
if you've seen some of the postings on Facebook about Video Point, that's why. It was at the corner of Pipeline and Grapevine Highway. And things progressed, and he and his first wife split up, and he moved out here, and we were over the tracks in a place right now. It's called Bolda's Lines. You'll see the business. We were there till we built this building. So when I met him, that's where he was.
Okay.
He just had a passion for the games. He said that he was working at a little sandwich shop when he was in high school and figured out how many quarters he was putting in Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah.
And he's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I'm on the wrong side of this.
Absolutely.
So he did. He loved the games. He was very competitive. And so track and field was one of his favorites.
It's a great one.
Yep. And he loved pinball. And I got to learn a lot from him about the business, about the industry. And he just had a passion for people coming in and having a good time. He loved to see the smiles on their faces, hear the stories. When we had time, he would go shoot pool with them. He was very good at pool as well. And so he was just all about everybody having a good time.
I love that. That's amazing. So what was the arcade scene like in 1991 when this building first opened here in North Texas?
We had, most of the places were like, okay, so Putt-Putt
Sure.
is the big deal, right? You had Putt-Putt.
I went there.
We had the mall, and at Northeast Mall, Tilt was underground underneath,
Big pirate ship.
right, it was underneath the food court. Then you had Mount Tasia opened not too long after we opened, right around the same time. But there wasn't a whole lot of just little mom and pop places.
Correct.
When we were dating in 1990, we used to go to a little place called Challenges that was in the North Hills Mall, which doesn't exist
remember
anymore.
that.
Right?
Right across from, was it across from the movie theater?
movie
That
theater,
had the AMC
right.
or General Cinema or something?
Right. And so we would go to the movies, and then either, depending on the time, either before or after, we'd go over and play games and play pinball. And that's why I have the Whirlwind, is because they had a Whirlwind, and
Oh.
we played it. That's not the one it was, but we played it when we were dating. There wasn't a whole lot of places that were truly family oriented, the arcades, because a lot of them, like when he was in Richland Hills, they classified him as a pool hall because he had pool tables,
Right.
right? And so they tried to do kind of the same thing here, but when we built out here, we were in unincorporated Tarrant County. None of Woodland Springs existed. That was all farmland. And so we didn't have to deal with that kind of thing when we built out here. We went through, all the Mortal Kombats, all the Street Fighters, all the different things that happened. There's a gentleman came in the other day. He's the one who had posted on the Facebook post about how he had won. Terry had done a tournament on Street Fighter 2, and they got a cash prize of $50. But back then, that was a lot of money.
That's strong. I'd buy a
he
lot more
won.
video games, going in and playing more games. So.
We had race driving. I don't know if you remember that one or
totally.
not. We had race driving, and he did a deal, kind of a tournament on the race driving too. And that young man that won that one, I remember him. His name was Chris Hodges, and he got a Tornado Terry's jacket for
Let's
winning
go.
that. So yeah.
Some good prizes, man. They meant something back, especially to someone's playing a video game.
Right. And when we first opened out here, we had 6 pool tables. I've got 3 of them left. We didn't have any of the redemption. That wasn't even on the radar to do any of that. And then we had several of the Nintendo systems, know.
The
and,
Play Choice 10.
right, and all of that. Punch Out and Duck Hunt.
It's a great game.
Yeah, we had a lot of that kind of stuff.
Did Terry have a favorite game? I know there's a really cool Dragon's Lair over there, and I played it not only here, but also at Texas Pinball Festival when he would take it out there.
Right, yes. He was a big fan of Dragon's Lair, and that particular machine. He's like, they make all these big screen games now. Let's make a big screen Dragon's Lair. Like, okay, so it has the laser disc player in the bottom and everything, right? It's the real deal. It's just he took a game that and took everything apart that didn't matter anymore, you know, and built that. Struggled with trying to figure out seating on it because he needed the controls without building a whole nother control panel and
Sure.
setting everything back. So that's why it's got that actually, I think, was an Arctic Thunder seat.
Oh, it was an
I
Arctic
think-
Thunder.
I
Okay.
think the seat was, yeah, that he used, which is why you have to straddle it instead of sitting in a regular seat. But that was his favorite, and I can't play that game to save my life.
Oh, yeah.
He could sit down and go through it every time, and he gets to Daphne and he saves her, and he's
Wow.
all happy, and I'm like,
I have that game, and I've yet to save Daphne. I cannot. I just can't. There's like mudmen halfway through, and I can't get past that to save my life. I don't know.
right. People used to come in and ask him to show them how to play. So he would sit down with them and he would go through and they would get it. And there used to be a gentleman that would come in and that's literally the only game he played.
Sure.
He got his wristband. At that point in time, it was a handstand, and he just went and he would sit and play Dragon's Lair, you know. So that one is, and that particular one too is kind of special, even more so now that he's gone, because the header that's in it. I don't know if you know Russell Bergman from DFW Pinball and Arcade
I've
Club.
definitely heard of him.
Okay, so Russell was friend Terry's for a long time, and a couple years ago at Fan Expo in Dallas, Don Bluth was going to be there.
Yeah.
And Don Bluth was the animator on the game. And what a lot of people don't know, and even he said even the people who put the Fan Expo on didn't realize that Don Bluth was one of the original Disney animators. Until he broke away from Disney. There's, several of them did, but this is one of the games that he got involved in, and he did. And so he took the header and he had Don sign it. Don was 92 at the time.
Okay.
And then there's a picture up on the wall above it of Terry playing it. And he took that as well. And he had shared with Don Bluth the story of Terry and how much he loved the game and all of the different things. And so Don signed that one for him too.
Oh, that's
And so
great.
that special one for me.
That's awesome. Awesome. I love that story. I have some footage, so I'll be able to put that in as well.
So one of our favorite pinballs is Addams Family. That
Oh,
one
yeah.
we have had since it came out, 1992. That year, they did the trade show in San Antonio, and so that's where that one debuted. Well, about that time, somebody started yelling, "Hey, whose kid is this?" Richard was 4 or 5 at the time, and he was standing on a stool and he was wearing Addams Family out, and the
yeah.
reps were like, "Whose kid is this?" And so we got one. We brought it home, and I've had it ever since. It was my dad's favorite. It was my mom's favorite. Terry and I both love it, and
Such a great game.
Yeah.
And it was an absolute classic.
and that one in particular, people every year, not even since Terry died, they do it, but before he died, there was this guy that would come in about every 6 to 9 months and want to know if we were ready to sell it or not.
And you're like, nope. Nope. It's bolted to the floor.
He would say, what he said, he goes, "It's more important to me to stay married than it is to sell this game
And that's
to you."
a great, yeah. That's a wise man right there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
So, yeah,
When people look back at Tornado Terry's years from now, what do you want them to remember?
the good times they had.
Yeah.
Terry was here a lot, not always. There was a period of time where we had some employees and stuff, and so we weren't always tied here. But Terry was generally out here because he loved talking to people about the games.
Yeah.
And he loved teaching the kids how to shoot pool and, how to play Dragon's Lair.
Absolutely, yeah.
And things like that. So that's what I want to remember, and that's what I love about all the comments that are on the Facebook post.
Oh,
about-
there's like 400 and something now.
Exactly. I can't even keep up with it, and I stopped trying. Sorry, guys. I stopped trying because
That's
every
okay.
time I sit down to do it, I cry.
Right.
So there's just so many kids that have been through here, so many families. We've over the years probably helped raise, 200,000 kids from this
course.
area.
Yeah, so you've had these parents come in, they had their parties here, and now their kids have had their parties here, And you've
I've
probably
even-
seen some grandparents
I
at
have.
this point.
Because when we opened in 1990, I mean, there was no place for the kids in color to go.
Right.
So the kids may have a driver's license, but they weren't allowed to drive to North Richland Hills, right, or to Hearst or someplace like that. So they could come over the tracks and they could be here. People would bring their kids and drop them off, and things like that. So there were some that were old enough. They're now old enough that they do have
Sure.
grandkids old
Yeah.
enough to be coming in.
Yeah.
My little brother used to get dropped off here. My daughters had a friend that lived like right behind here and would come over here a lot too. So
I remember.
it touched our family.
That's fabulous, because there's just such a reach that you don't really think about. You know, I mean, there was about once a month, maybe 6 weeks, this carload of kids would show up, college kids. They all got together. They were in Abilene.
Wow.
Abilene Christian, and they would carpool and ride together and all come out here and play because somebody had been here, right?
Yeah.
And when they went out to college and told everybody about it. So you just don't really know how much reach you have in general. Like I said, when we built out here, there was nothing out here. This was all farmland. So there's a trailer park
Right.
down the street, right? And I remember one year the storms were going to be really bad. And we had people showing up. They're like, can we stay in here with you until, right? And it was bad. And I remember we still had we had more pool tables. We were literally stacking kids under the pool table
Oh my goodness.
because the storm was fierce outside. It was
Sure.
horrible. So we had everybody tucked every place we could get them, and and with flashlights in case and the electric did go out.
Oh my gosh.
So I mean, there's experiences like that there's going to be people who remember that because they were here. That there's not stories like that other places have.
I mean, I just love the legacy, and I'm glad we're going to get a chance to preserve it or have it, at least something for us to look back at when this is over. So there's a lot of people watching right now, and they know the last day is going to be August 9th. Was that correct?
Yes.
They need to come out and see this place. Do you have any message for them?
They do have a little time left. Right now I am open every day except for Mondays. August 1st, like I said before, will be our 35th anniversary. I do
Yeah.
have some special things planned for that day.
Oh, fantastic.
So if they're just going to pick one day to come, that would probably be a great day.
I love that. Okay.
One of the things that I've got is we're going to be doing a special raffle. When you come in, whatever you purchase, whatever admission, like our first admission is called an EF1, and that's just the all you can play. EF3 and 5 include the all you can play and then an amount of tokens, right? Well, if you buy an EF1, you get 1 raffle ticket. If you buy an EF3, you get 3, and if you buy an EF5, you get 5 raffle tickets. Also, right now our special is 2-for-1 t-shirts, right? Buy one, get one free. If you wear your shirt in that night or day, whatever time you come, you get an extra 5 tickets.
That's great.
Okay. And so we'll be posting what the prize is pretty soon. We've got some video, and the girl that helps me with social media stuff is working on putting together the announcements. But I have a special thing that you can't buy in stores.
Okay.
Terry had 2 favorite superheroes. Batman is one, which you'll see I have.
That's mine.
I don't have the video game, right? I haven't got the Batman video game, but I do have the driver.
Yes.
And then we've got the little, like the whack-a-mole, but it's
I
Batman,
saw that. That's
right?
amazing.
And then I've got the Data East Pinball as well. And his other favorite was Captain America.
Okay.
So this is a life-size Captain America shield.
Wow. I love that.
That will be being raffled off. If you want to come and you're just going to pick one day to come, you might want to come on our anniversary.
On anniversary, August 1st.
Yeah,
Okay.
35
years.
Yeah, we made it through a lot. I was counting the other day and I was thinking about all the things, both Gulf Wars, we went through both Gulf Wars and all of the financial issues that surrounded that. And then, there was the first Trade Tower bombing, then Oklahoma City bombing, and then 9/11. In fact, we broke ground. Terry was outside with the contractors when they broke ground on the extension for where the redemption area and the offices and warehouses at back there. 9/11. I was sitting up here working on the books and looked up and saw what was going on and had to go get them. We made it all through that, and there's just so many events that have happened. Different financial downturns for whatever reason came about. So, and then we got COVID, and as well as you opened right around then. Our industry was hit harder than any other industry. We had the most ridiculous rules.
We did. We were the last people who could open.
First one's closed, last one to open. When we opened, the restrictions were we could only have 25% of whatever you were allowed to have. Well, Fort Worth Fire Marshal says I can have 99 people in this building, including employees. So I can have 24 people
That's
in
right.
here. right? And at $15 a person, it's been $15 since 2017, and so $15 a person, and you can have 24 people. And how are you going to manage that? Because there's nothing in here that anybody has decided is essential, right?
Right.
So,
Absolutely.
we went through all of that. The rules. I don't know if you remember this part or not, but gyms had to keep people 6 feet apart. We had to keep our games 6 feet
Oh,
apart.
I remember this. Yeah.
And so we covered the pool tables. We strategically measured everything and covered a couple of the pool tables and one of the air hockey tables and moved things around, and couldn't have parties. So we used this as storage space. We had games packed in here and,
Sure.
and all kinds of stuff. And we made it through all of that.
Of course, yeah.
Road construction is very different and very,
Yeah.
very much harder. So I'm thankful for everything that we made it through.
Right.
I wish that it was going to be easier to get through this, but the hardest part of road construction is yet to come. When they get on this side of the road and start tearing it up,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed or not. If you go look out there, it's like a 3-foot drop.
Oh, yeah, we
Right.
filmed everything.
Yeah. Well, it won't be necessarily that low right here. As you go that way, it will be lower. But and since posting and announcing that we were closing, the city is working with us on evening out or changing the grade of what the driveways are going to look like. Because I'm like, dude, this is going to be like Dukes of Hazzard trying to get in here. Right? It's the road, it is what it is, but it's rough enough now as it is, just even the temporary pavement part. But I'll get one driveway at a time, and which is understandable, and I'm not complaining, but the way that it is, with the complaints that I get now, once it gets on my side of the road and it's that hard, I can't imagine that it's going to be easier.
Yeah.
You know?
I get it.
So, like I said, I'm very thankful. My goal was to make it to 35. So 35 is coming.
Success.
We're going to get there.
I love that.
I probably should have closed in December. If I didn't own the building, I would have had to have closed last year at some point in time. But because I own the building, I don't have to deal with that. Most of the guys that I know that have places and they're renting their space wherever it is, you know, when your lease comes up, your landlord's going to raise your rent.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, they're going to raise the rent. And I'm thankful I didn't have to go through that. I just have to deal with Sharon Appraisal District and what they value the property. And that is a fight every year.
Oh,
But, you know, I'm very sad that this is the way that this is going to end, because this should have been if we were going to close, this should have been because it was time to retire.
right.
Not because I can't do this anymore.
A road out here that's giving you stress.
Yeah. But I'm very thankful for all the folks that have shown up, all the good stories, like I said, that are being posted on Facebook and Instagram, people that are coming in saying, hey, I heard, and I don't know if you remember me or not, but, you know, back in 1992, I was the kid that,
Yes.
that kind of thing. So,
Well, it's great that so many memories came out of this place, and so much fondness for Terry and this arcade and this family. So I think it's amazing. I think 35 years is something to be celebrated for sure.
absolutely. So we're gonna have a party. We're gonna celebrate on the 1st.
Absolutely. Shannon, thank you so much. I've been wanting to come by and do a tour here and to get to see it, and games look great.
Thank
You
you.
look great. This place looks
I
great.
feel like I look great.
That's all. You
Tired.
do.
Thank you.
So we just really appreciate you giving us an opportunity to come in, share this with you, and you share it with them, and kind of tell everybody how you feel and how this place has just been such a big part of your life.
Absolutely. And, you know, we raised our kids here. We raised everybody else's kids here.
That's right.
All
And
the
you did a
school
good
districts.
job. so
you.
that's fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it.
Prepare to qualify.